Get ready for your daily dose of WordPress and web development tips, tricks, and insights to help you find success with WordPress. You're listening to WP the Podcast with your hosts, David Blackman and Tim Streifler.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of WP the Podcast, brought to you by WP Gears. I'm David Blackman.
And I'm Tim Streifler.
Today we have the most important topic of the year, Tim. Our screw-ups so far this year. And guess what? Yeah. There's been a few of them. I wish we could say that, Tim and I are awesome and, we just nail it all the time and we're perfect. And, the reality is nobody is, and we definitely ain't. And we feel like, maybe it might seem like we are based on the amount of things that we put out and stuff and information, but we felt like it might be beneficial just to let our audience know that, hey, guess what? We fall short quite often and we fail and we pick ourselves up. Does it stop us from moving forward? Absolutely not. But we just felt like it was important to share it and be transparent on our podcast. So, Tim, kick us
and sometimes the failures can be the motivation to help you not just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, but also, come back stronger than ever. It's like, you know what? This failed. This didn't work out. Let's, and it gives you that momentum to, because obviously you can feel discouraged if something fails or you screwed up on something and you're embarrassed or whatever. But the sooner you get past that, the sooner you turn that into, a fire underneath you, the sooner that you're going to succeed. Because some of my favorite entrepreneurs are the ones that are super transparent with all of their failures. And that's how you learn. And so we thought, you know what, let's share what we failed on so far this year. And hopefully you guys can learn from it. And hopefully just by us talking about it, it's going to help us, get momentum and stop screwing up.
Absolutely. Get us kicked off, Tim.
Yeah. So the first one here is we delayed our podcast starting back up. So if you've been listening to WP the Podcast for a little while now, you know that we, towards the end of 2018 in December, we decided to take a few weeks off for the holidays. We had a lot going on, family, and we were just really burnt out and we needed a break. And so we took what was supposed to only be a couple of weeks, turned into us not relaunching the podcast until I think it was beginning of February. Is that correct, David?
It was either late January or the beginning of February. So that 2 weeks turned into about 6 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. And again, we had a lot going on. We were burnt out, but we didn't do a good job of planning, and things got delayed. And so, yeah, it was we dropped the ball, and we're able to admit it. And hopefully, moving forward, we don't have to either take a break at all, or we'll actually have a better plan of that, what that transition looks like.
Yeah, and that one segues directly into number 2, because it does have to do with one as well, which is, not doing what we said we're going to do. So, for example, we said, hey, we're taking 2 weeks off. We're going to take a break, enjoy family, the holidays. And one thing led to another, and it kept getting pushed back to start the podcast back up again. So, but there's also another area where we failed, where we feel like we failed. So a lot of you know that we produce courses around WordPress. We've got the Divi Business Expert course, which has been a phenomenal success. And we do coaching calls weekly for those, where we get on a live Zoom call with our students. They get to ask questions. We get to, do all kinds of awesome stuff with them, sometimes even role playing and whatnot. And there's been a couple of times where we've missed our coaching calls. One of them recently, in fact, this past week, we totally missed it. Tim and I had it scheduled. We had everything ready to go, and Tim kind of was under the weather. And, I suffer from CRS, which is, what happens when you're 51. CRS, you can't remember shit. And I forgot to schedule it in my calendar, and you know what? We missed it. And that's bad on us. That's terrible. We rescheduled it, and we're making up the coaching call this Friday. But, that kind of, is not good. So not doing what you say you're going to do, that's really important, But again, you're human beings. You're not perfect. Don't beat yourself up, pick yourself up, make amends, do what you got to do, and right the ship, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely. So those are kind of screw ups, things that we failed on. I just want to touch on, things that I guess I kind of in a different way, failed marketing experiments where, things I've tried this year, hoping that they would, produce more revenue and work out well from a marketing perspective, and they totally flopped. And I'll share one. I don't know, David, if you have one to share too, but last month in February, I did a big Valentine's Day sale. I put one together in 2018, kind of last minute, thinking, you know what, if I pick up some more sales from it, have a discount, then great. If not, no worries. And it ended up being huge. Besides Black Friday, it was the biggest sale of the year. And so this year I was like, I need to capitalize on that again, do a big sale for Valentine's Day, but I don't want to just do a sale and do a discount. Like I want to do something. So I had some products I was waiting to release. So I was like, you know what, it's going to be launch week with the Valentine's Day sale. And I'm going to launch a product this day, and then a product the next day, and then this, and just try to, have a lot of hype and showcase the new products. And they're smaller products. It wasn't anything major. And then do the Valentine's Day around it. So the first day I did the first product release. I don't want to say crickets, but that was basically what it was. It was the product release with, and you can get the Valentine's Day sale early. So it was a few days before Valentine's Day. No one really cared. The next day, the same thing. It flopped. Then I was like, you know what? I'm not taking any chances. I'm just going to go the old-fashioned way on Valentine's Day. Just do the same email blast that has worked in the past. Just do the sale. Don't try to focus on too many things. And it worked. It did wonders. Even though that same discount, that sale was available several days before, the distraction of those other products just took away from the fact that, hey, there's a sale going on. And so it didn't really yield very good results at all. And so just doing the straight discount on the actual holiday worked so much better. And so it was one of those things where I tried it, it failed. I was able to kind of pivot. And so now I know, moving forward that type of campaign isn't going to work. And so I think what's really important here, the lesson is don't be afraid to try things and fail, because you're going to learn from it and you're going to make adjustments. And you're going to know, basically just by trying things, you're going to have things that will work and things that don't work. But by taking that risk, it'll definitely pay off in the end.
Tim, I don't think we have enough time for me to list all of my failed marketing attempts and experiments. I think the example you gave was great. We do have a lot. I agree with you. The main thing is don't be afraid to try and don't be afraid to fail, because you will learn ultimately in the long run, which, the failures are going to be beneficial to your business, sometimes more so than the successes of your business. So I'd venture to say that we probably fail more than we succeed. And the good news is that even though we screw up and stuff, we learn from them and we come out the better for it. So I hope this episode has helped you. Let you know that, guess what? We make boo-boos and snafus. And hey, look, we'd love to hear about your screw up so far for 2019. So Tim and I don't feel like we're all alone. Head on over to our website, wpgears.com. Check out episode 478 and leave us a comment. We really want to hear from you.
Yeah. I have another screw up. Up until recently, we forgot to we just didn't have comments enabled for the podcast post type on our website. And so we're telling people, leave a comment.
For a year.
We didn't have it enabled.
Yeah, like so a year
now
and a half.
We fixed that. So now you can go to episode 478, wpgears.com, and leave us a comment and share with us your failures and what you learned from it.
Tim, man, we sound like dadgum geniuses, man. All right. Well, Tomorrow we've got another great episode. What social channels you should be promoting on in 2019. This is an important one, so come back and listen to it. Tim, until tomorrow, we'll see you then.
Take care. Bye-bye.
We've come to the end of today's episode of WP the Podcast. Join us tomorrow for more daily tips and strategies designed to help you run your WordPress business toward success. Remember to subscribe to WP the Podcast so you can stay up to date with each episode. And don't forget to rate and review us. We'll see you again tomorrow right here on WP the Podcast.